Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is AH for Truth. Thank you for joining me today. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. If you are new here, please like, subscribe, make a comment, let me know what you think about what I am talking about. Today, I want to talk about the flow of money in the society. I want to talk about the Trump family, crypto, and things like that. But before I go, I want to say that we just concluded today the first ever meme coinology conference. I created that word by the grace of God, meme coinology and altcoinology, and I'm looking to use it by God's grace to teach concepts in crypto. Well, today was the day and we finished it. It was great. It was a 3-hour event. You can find the recorded video, 3 hours. It's $350. That's what those who attended paid. In fact, somebody said this is worth thousands of dollars. Another person said it's worth $10,000. We've been receiving thank you emails from those who attended. It was great. I think that you would benefit if you're looking to learn about meme coins, how to use them to create wealth and to advance yourself in the area of crypto. Also, the VIP one-on-one conference is coming up in November 6 to 9. I will be back in Houston, and as many of you as would want to attend, please, there is space for only 10. If you're interested, email me. My email is scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. You can see it right there. VIP one-on-one conference, November 6 to 9. 4 days of crypto education. Email is aircrew.agility5p@icloud.com. We're not boring people. We can really get exciting and we can pass across information. There is a learning curve to crypto and nobody's really teaching it in the schools, right? And before we get there, you can get positioned and you can prepare yourself knowing exactly what to do in this new arena. All right. So I wanted to say a couple of things with respect to what's happening in society and how we can take advantage if we watch the flow of money. Okay, so let me just share something with you here that you would find, I believe, interesting. So this is an interview where Eric Trump, one of the President Trump's sons, was attending. So let me just play it for you guys. Hopefully,
look at the amount of money that BlackRock's putting in. Look at the amount of money that BlackRock's
putting in. He was talking about the family's crypto empire. That was what he was being interviewed on CNBC. I got this from Jack the Rippler's site. Kudos to you. I didn't download it and use it for myself. I just want to appreciate, and those who have also done some work. So this is on X.
Putting into cryptocurrency, right? Look at the amount of money, all of them. If you went back 12 months, not a single one of them was talking about treasuring any Bitcoin assets, any kind of crypto assets. Now all of a sudden Schwab's doing it and Fidelity's doing it.
But is there room for everybody? I guess that's my question.
Yeah, listen, I think the people who embrace it the quickest are going to win the race. And I think those that don't embrace it, you know what they're going to do? They're going to die a very slow and painful death. And you're already seeing that. Look at the success of Coinbase. I mean, look at their stock relative to everybody else, right? I mean, crypto is leading the way. It's what people want. It's an incredible generational play, but it also solves all the problems of modern day finance, which is the fact that it's lethargic, it's slow, it's costly. It's costly as hell. You know this better than anybody. I mean, it's inefficient. Look at your FX rates every single day, right? That all gets eliminated. And it's also really punitive because there's people at the other side, who will make the decision as to, Joe, you're not getting banked. You know why? Because you're a conservative. And so we're going to take away your bank accounts. We're going to destroy your business. We're going to take away your...
This is just a hypothetical thing you're saying here.
It's not a hypothetical thing.
No, I mean about me being a conservative.
Well, it's very hypothetical, Joe. It's very
hypothetical.
Very hypothetical.
Exactly.
Well, there you go. So he's talking about this. Now let's share this, okay? So he's talking about the situation that happened to them as a family where they were debanked and they had some difficulty. Now, some people may say that was not the case, but that's his reality. And people say, your truth, my truth. Maybe we'll say that's his truth. Now, I don't play that game of my truth or truth. Truth is truth. But that's the experience they claim to have. And we remember the president at the time, when he was not in power, after his first term, was going from court to court. And there was a lot of issues with corruption. He was charged for all kinds of things. It was very tough for them as a family. Now, this is a billionaire who was having so much trouble with the legal process. And this is a Vanity Fair. Now I'm going to share this. Remember, we're talking about the flow of money in the society. So now Vanity Fair has this up. It says, how did Trump just make billions of dollars? All the president's recent crypto moves. And this was on September 2nd, 2025. Let's read. It says, Donald Trump and his family made approximately $5 billion on Monday when WLFI, the token associated with their crypto venture, World Liberty Financial, began trading on public markets. But World Liberty is far from the only crypto based money-making business the president has going on right now. Indeed, it seems that on any given day, the leader of the free world, who once called Bitcoin a scam, but is now a big crypto fan who wants to build a strategic Bitcoin reserve, is finding new opportunities to enrich himself through crypto dealings. Now, I'm going to stop there. You have to be a subscriber to read it. I'm not subscribing to Vanity Fair. But again, just to show you, like, remember, with this news, there was a time. I hope you guys could see what I was showing there. Okay, yeah, you did. All right, awesome. There was a time when the same thing, what Donald Trump said was the same thing that Larry Fink said, of BlackRock, the same thing Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan said. And at the end of the day, they are now embracing crypto like there's no tomorrow. In fact, while they're telling everybody to buy Bitcoin, Michael Saylor is out there telling people, middle class, to buy Bitcoin. Oh, it'll make you a millionaire. And people take their little 25,000, put it on Bitcoin at 100,000 and hope that when it gets to 1 million, how much would they have? Meanwhile, these guys are now while they're embracing Bitcoin, they're also, making plays with other altcoins like XRP, XLM, and the like, which are ISO 222 cryptocurrencies. If you've been on this site long enough, my channel long enough, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, and if you're new, oh, by the way, if you're new to crypto, you can download the book that I wrote for you, Crypto Made Easy. It's right there. And the second book titled Cryptocurrencies, the Future of Finance, Banking, and Value Transfer is here. Download both. It's each $19.99. It'll be a blessing to you, I think. All right. So then we go to another paper. I just want to show you how the different papers write about this, the family, and how they are, kind of maligned. Like, oh, look at. Okay, that's not Trump. Cointelegraph. Let's look at this one from the Coin Desk. It says Trump media. Okay, I have to share this one with you guys also. So I just find it funny. Trump media closes on purchase of 105 million in Kronos tokens in Crypto.com deal. I mean, they're following them. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're buying and all that. And all the other multimillionaires, the politicians also on the Republican and the Democratic side, they're doing the same thing. They're buying. So what do you do in this situation? So this is what I have done. I've taken my little $500 and I've put it in the meme coins. You see, when Trump released that meme coin, actually, I don't think that he was the one who really released it, but again, I think that the people around him, he's the president, okay, president-elect at the time. Oh, what if you did this? What if you did this? What if you did that? And they released the coin, and in 24 to 48 hours, some people who put some money in it became millionaires, right? Again, you can say what you want to say about it. Just watch the movement of money in the society. At one point also, there was this news that was going around. Watch this. This is all important. So we're hearing Vanity Fair saying, oh, they're making money with it. And those who hate Trump will, can you imagine? It's so corrupt. It's so corrupt. He's making money with crypto. But why did they do that? Before we go to why they did that, let's look at this news out here from what's it called? The MSN, okay? Trump media inches toward buying crypto exchange. This was 10 months ago. So Trump's company was going to buy, President-elect Donald Trump's social media company is in talks to buy cryptocurrency exchange Backed. Well, what happened was that they eventually did not buy Backed, right? It kind of, whatever happened, I don't know if it fell through or the deal was not approved, but they ended up not buying it. Okay, what does that lead us to? It leads us to the story that Eric Trump talks or tells about his family and how they came into the Bitcoin, crypto, and all that kind of stuff. So let's see his explanation. Okay, I know this is a little longer than 10 minutes, but let's go. Hopefully, you stay with me till the end. So, U.S. President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, said his family's conglomerate was debanked after the 2021 Capitol attack incident. Now, watch this. Eric Trump's son of U.S. Donald Trump said the family became pro-crypto. They became pro-crypto. Something led to it. I'm wondering, will you now be pro-crypto, seeing how their own family moved into crypto? And look at the billions they have reaped. I mean, the man went through a lot of stuff. Like, think about it. If you were in his shoes and you had to go, people say, oh, I couldn't have been in his shoes. He's such an evil man. He's a Hitler. He's evil. He's this, he's that. For your sake and for your family, I'd rather just worry about my first and family rather than the Hitlers of this world, because really at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, where is the flow of money? Money answers everything, which means watch the flow of money in a society, and that will tell you where things are headed. So he said several banks shut down hundreds of bank accounts related to the Trump organization without providing a reason. These guys went through hell. Trump told the Wall Street Journal, which led to the group having to rely on regional banks before finding a new unidentified bank to which they migrated. I remember when Letitia James put that judgment out when they went to court and they got the judgment where he was supposed to. They was fining him for, is it $400 billion? In fact, people were screaming. Lawyers on the left and right, attorneys on the left and right were like, "What is really going on? We've never seen this." Eventually, it was turned over at the Supreme Court of New York. But then it says, at that time, I realized how fragile the financial system was and how easily it could be weaponized against you, said Eric Trump. And so this is what led them, okay? He said the American businessman said that the reason was purely political in nature, which led him to become pro-crypto, as industry insiders told him that the Biden administration was restricting crypto companies from accessing banking services by applying regulatory pressure. But, well, it was crypto that saved them, So now their ties in crypto is growing. The ties are growing, not just if they have all of these because they've seen how it has transformed their life, how it helped them at a time. Not only did it help them to avoid the banks and have funds in the DeFi environment, you know what? It also proved itself rewarding because there's nowhere. If you invest in meme coins today, it's a meme coin that will be able to give you 200x, 1000x very easily. There is a crypto that I know that will also give that kind of returns. It is XRP, it is XLM, it is all these ones that are ISO 222s. If you go back to that interview on CNBC, he was talking about XRP without talking about XRP. He was talking about how the banking system has become. Would I say he said that it was lethargic, slow, whatever, and outdated and all of that. This is a young man. This is the next generation of leaders. They've studied crypto. They see where things are going, and they choose to invest. They would have said to their dad, the only way we're able to navigate this, and he saw it. He was going through all of that, where they couldn't get money from any bank. And the only bank that stood by them at a point, people were like, "Oh, it's a criminal bank. They have money from Russia." I don't care about all that stuff. I'm just saying this. You are looking to invest, watch the flow of money. And if I were you, if the first family in the world right now, and one day they'll be out of power, that's just a story. But if the most powerful man, so to speak, in the world right now, and his family are investing in crypto, I don't know what you're doing, waiting on the sidelines to see what will happen. You are already seeing what will happen. One last thing, Ripple has 1,700 non-disclosures. Why would a company have 1,700 non-disclosures? And they're growing and growing and growing and growing and growing in acquisitions. Who grows in acquisitions with non-disclosures? And you don't think that the acquisitions are the disclosures themselves. The application for a bank are the non-disclosures disclosing themselves. If you watch a married couple who are going their separate ways and they say, "Oh, we have a non-disclosure, our lawyers can't talk to the press, we are worth 500 million and all of that." Well, you just sit on a park bench and watch them come and go. Watch them come and go. And you can tell what the non-disclosures are. That's just life, And so, for me, I think watching the flow of money in any society is more than enough to tell me, where the next thing is. And I put out a video the other day. You can watch that video here where I talked about how the wealthy operate. And it's funny because that video didn't have as many views. Some people say maybe I'm shadow banned. I think I might be. But the important thing there is this. You know what? It's important for people not to just go after screaming headlines. The wealthy learn. They gain knowledge. They even pay for the knowledge. And then they position themselves in the direction of where things are going. Let me ask you a question. Are you positioned for yourself and your family in this new frontier of investment? Well, God bless you. I hope you are blessed by what you heard already. This has been one of my longer videos. I rarely get to 15 minutes, but I thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe. You can become a member also. Try it for 3 months, 4 months, 1 month if you like it. I do member videos and I also do member devotionals and things of the such. Things like such. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Have yourselves a wonderful day.